of me.
Come fill my life from the inside.
In the inside.
Jesus, fill me up, oh. May you delight, oh, oh, oh. May you delight
On the
May
inside.
you delight, oh.
On the inside.
Set me on fire. 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 Let me burn. Let me burn. Let me burn for you. For you. Let me burn. Let me burn for
On the
you.
inside.
Set me on fire.
On the inside.
Set me on fire.
On me.
Just for you. Set me on fire. Set me on fire.
From the inside.
From the inside.
From the inside.
From the inside.
Of
Oh.
me.
Jesus set us on fire. Jesus set us on fire. Let your fire burn. Burn away. Burn it 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 away. Anything in me, now burn it away. Burn it away. Burn it away. Burn it away. Burn, 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 burn. Hey. Set me on fire.
From the inside.
From the inside.
From the inside. Of me.
Is this the true desire of your heart? It's the true desire of the Lord's heart that we will desire Him and worship Him and Him alone. So come fill our lives, Lord. Come fill our lives, Lord. Come fill my life. Jesus, fill me up, oh. Jesus, fill me up, oh. Jesus, fill us up, oh. God set us on fire, 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 on fire. Set us on fire,
On fire. On fire. On fire. On fire.
'cause all I want is for you to be
glorified, for you to be lifted up. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted up.
Can we sing All I Want without instruments? Make it a confession unto the Lord. All I want is for you. Nothing of me but you, Lord. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted. All I want,
All I want
sing it,
is for you,
only you.
for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted up. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted
This is all we want,
up. All
oh.
I want
Church, sing it,
is for you
to
be glorified, for you to be lifted up. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted up. All I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted up. All I want is for you to be glorified,
Jesus.
For you to be lifted high.
All day,
All I
take your
want
place. Have
is
your
for
way.
you.
Take your
For
place.
you to be glorified. For you to be lifted high.
So fill my life till all they see is you, Lord. Glorify your name. Fill my soul till all they see only you, Lord. Please glorify. And they will see Christ. And this part says, fill my life till all they see is you, Lord. Glorify your name. Sing along.
For you to be lifted, all I want is for you to be glorified, for you to be lifted high.
Hallelujah. Father, Lord, we thank you for a time like this. A time to learn that we might improve in dispensing our work in your vineyard. Lord, may our study this afternoon not be in vain. May it bring improvement, oh God, in the way, Lord, we walk in your house, and in the way, Lord, we deal with others. In the name of Jesus. Praise the Lord. Welcome to the empowerment service of the Well Oasis International, the place where sons come to manifest. Hallelujah. We are continuing with the book by John C. Maxwell, Talent is Never Enough. We are in chapter 2. And chapter 2 says, passion energizes your talent. Passion energizes your talent. Passion energizes your talent. For better clarity and understanding, I decided to go to the dictionary to find out what passion is. And these are the words that we are familiar with. Dictionary tells me that passion, other synonyms of the word passion, includes affection, devotedness, attachment, devotion, eagerness, yearning, desire, craving, enthusiasm, zeal, and appetite. Remember, the topic says passion energizes your talent. And I decided to go further to find out what energize means. From all the words that I saw one word that I am very fond. I love the word. Galvanize. Each time I see any word that galvanize denotes, I will drop every other one and I choose galvanize. So, passion galvanizes your talent. That means passion lights up your talent. Let's go into the book. What carries people to the top? It's a question. What makes them take risks, go the extra mile, or do whatever it takes to achieve their goals? John C. Maxwell says, it isn't talent, it is passion. John says, passion is more important than a plan. When I saw that one, I felt a little bit but passion is more important than a plan, after all. Passion creates fire. Passion. It provides fuel. He said, it is impossible to meet a person who has passion that lacked energy. It is impossible to find passion without energy. Because what passion does is that it gives you energy, fuel, it lights you up, it makes sure you are sustained for the journey that you're on. As long as the passion is there, it doesn't matter if you fail. It doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It doesn't matter. It is the fuel in your car, not the fuel in their car. So far you have the fuel and you crank your engine. So far that passion is yours and not another man's passion. You will run. For those who have passion, they keep going. And they make the most of whatever talent they possess. They are talent plus people. They do not stop until they succeed. I think passion gives you a reason to go on, even after failure. Because you know that what you're gunning for is what you should go for. The passion in you rises up to the surface and buries every other thing. Passion, don't forget, is more important than a plan. Because you can have a plan put together well, you can even go to the best consultant to give you a plan. If you do nothing about the plan, if you have no passion to run the plan or to run with the plan, that plan will be nothing but a cold turkey in your freezer. Just know that talent is available to everyone. Talent is available to everyone. How come not everyone is at the forefront of what they are talented to do? How come? It is because we have so many things that you must add to your talent to make the best of your talent. We must work out our talent. We must add to our talent. And that's why we have come here today. So that we can point out those things that we need to add to our talent to make the most of them. Last week, Pastor Val took us on belief in yourself. Today we have come with passion. Those who have belief in themselves definitely will have passion in them to run with what they believe in. Those who are stomach-driven are not passion-driven. Those who are passionate cannot be kept in a cage. You cannot confine someone who is passionate because they will have to get the job done. They will continue to run. John talked about a young man, Ruben Martinez, who lived in a town in Arizona called Miami. It is a small mining town where you have a population of just 2,000 people. The town was so small that it didn't even have a public library. The parents were Mexican immigrants. But he wanted something more. He had a passion inside of him. There wasn't much for him to do in the town where they were. But there was something inside of him. He carried a power. He had a curious mind. And he found his passion in books. Nobody could stop him from reading. Remember, you cannot contain a passionate heart. Not even his mother, who would always call him to come and do one chore or the other in the house anytime he sees him reading a book. But he devised a means. He decided to always go in the outhouse, as they call it over there, to read his book, because he knows nobody will come over there to disturb him. He kept on going. There wasn't much book to read there, remember. Reuben had a neighbor who every morning they come to supply newspaper. So what did he do? He needed information, right? Just like every one of us will need information to go on. And we'll keep quiet. We'll give excuses. There's no library in my town. My town is so small that nothing happens there. But you'll forget that they supply your neighbor newspaper sometimes. What did he do? The supply of that newspaper happened 6:45 a.m. He decided to take responsibility. And so anytime you can imagine that Reuben needed to have the ears of a satellite. You remember satellite dish in those days, in the early 90s? For you to have CNN in your house, you must have a satellite dish as wide as your roof, or something close to that. But that's just to express to you how big it was. He will be awake waiting for the newspaper boy to drop it. As soon as the paper hits the door, he's out. He will just take the back door, go to his neighbor's house, lean on the door, and read the newspaper. Everything in the newspaper. He got caught. But the neighbor encouraged him to go ahead and read. He had 2 teachers who encouraged him. Do you believe in what you're passionate about enough for other people to bring their power? Do you even receive the help when they come? What do you do to feed your talent? New direction for Reuben. When he was 17, he decided to move out of that small town, the mining town. He left. And when he got to the other city, he decided to do something new. He even started a barber shop. But his dream did not die inside of him. He knew what he wanted. What he wanted was to help other Hispanic men, white Hispanic people, whom research have shown that they don't read, or that the average of the number of people who actually read out of them is very small compared to other white people. So he decided, I'm going to change this. I am going to change this. At the end of the day, you will see that he did. He went on. He started his barber shop, and he had bookshelves. What he decided to do when people come in for their shave, yes, he would loan them a book to read. In all that, most of them wouldn't return. And so he was demoralized. What did he do? He decided, okay, I'm going to move further. Don't let nobody kill your passion or your dream. And like I told you, you cannot contain anybody who is passionate. When they want to bring you down here, you take the other route. But that dream will never die. He started to sell books. From loaning books to selling books. And then he went on to turn the barber shop that had bookshelves to a bookstore that had a barber chair as a symbol. What did I say? He turned his barber shop to a bookstore with a barber chair as a symbol. What most of us have actually done all through our life is to turn our memories to the event. Your memory is not the event. The reason we are still where we are is because we have made our memories the event. It is time to get up and step up and move up and go higher. Gathering momentum. I call that the recognition. If you do it long enough, you will be rewarded for it. When he started, he wasn't looking for recognition. He wasn't aiming for reward. In the previous page, he said that if he had remained in Arizona, he would have lived a comfortable retirement life. But he left comfortable retirement to live a life of legacy. He left a comfortable retirement life to live a life of legacy. Soon they started to recognize him. He became a show host in a television station. He hosted an event, a festival, a book festival with great actors. He started to speak in schools. They even recognized him as a U.S. Small Business Administration at the time in 2004. A lot of things happened. The recognition came because he sustained his passion. If you look at yourself right now, will you say that you have sustained your passion? Or were you thinking you had passion, but you didn't have any? What are you passionate about? Maybe that's where we'll start. Carlos Azula came up and said this, that Reuben was not selling books only. There's another thing he was selling. He was selling reading. I know someone since 2003 who's been selling books. Nothing has improved in his life. But the people that bought books from him, they have improved. Because all that he's been doing all his life is selling books, not reading. Because if he's selling reading as well, he would have been reading, and the difference would have been seen in his life. Rather than just sell a thing, make a difference. Your passion can empower you. Passion can energize every aspect of a person's life, including your talent. Passion can energize every part of a person's life, including your talent. It will not energize one part of you and leave one part of you, because every part of you will be carried along. If passion energizes your talent, it will energize your family life, it will energize everything that concerns you. Because your enthusiasm will affect every other thing you're doing. A passionate person with limited talent, listen to this. A passionate person with limited talent will outperform a passive person who possesses greater talent. It is not about your talent. It is about what you do with your talent and how you feed your talent. Don't tell me you're not talented enough. If you're passionate enough, you will get there. When you run with passion, sustainers and much more is assured. There was a research that was done. And out of that research, they had 1,500 people for over 20 years. That shows how passion makes a significant difference in a person's career. At the outset of the study, the group was divided into Group A, 83% of the sample, who were embarking on a career chosen for the prospect of making money. Listen very well. Chosen for the prospect of what? Making money. Now, in order to do what they wanted to do later, in the prospect of making money now, in order to do what they are passionate about, later. The other 17% of the sample who had chosen their career path for the reverse reason, they were going to pursue what they wanted to do now and worry about the money later. This is what the result is. At the end of the 20 years, 101 of the 1,500 had become millionaires. 101 out of the 1,500 people that were used for the study had become millionaires. But look at the striking thing there. Out of the millionaires, all but one, 100 out of 101 were from Group B. The people who decided that they will do what they want to do now and worry about the money later. They had 100 of the millionaires, and only one of the millionaire came out of Group A. The greater percentage of the number, remember, they were 83% of the 1,500 people. Only one out of the 83% came out millionaires. Came out as a millionaire. What do you think? The old saying is true. Find something you like to do so much that you gladly do it for nothing. And if you learn to do it well, someday people will be happy to pay you for it. Example, your pastor. Your job is not to contain your passion, but to direct it to your purpose and vision. That's not your job. Let it out. It doesn't matter what someone tells you. Why are you passionate about this? If it's washing car you're passionate about, please continue. You will wash it long enough that even Toyota will employ you, because your story will go viral. The problem is that we want to be passionate about what the next person is passionate about. You don't exchange passion. I cannot be passionate on your behalf. Neither can you be passionate on my behalf. The power of passion. There is no substitute for passion. No substitute for passion. Number one, passion is the first step to achievement, Passion is the first step to achievement. Passion turns you from have to want to. It is the first step to achievement. Remember the old saying, you can take a horse to the river, but you can't force a horse to drink, because the horse does not want to drink water. If you're not passionate about anything, you can't achieve in that field. Quit trying. There's an interesting story here about a young, proud and disdainful man who went to Socrates to ask him, to tell him that he wanted knowledge. Socrates led him to the river. When he was at his hip, he asked him, what do you really want? The guy responded, oh great Socrates, I want knowledge. He grabbed him by his shoulder and pushed him down under the water, holding him there for like 30 seconds. Let him out. Asked him, what do you want? He doesn't cease to call him, oh great Socrates. He said he wanted wisdom. He pushed him under one more time. When he let him up, he asked him the question again, what do you want? He said he wanted knowledge. I just got something from there. When you're not passionate about something, you will go like a pendulum, to and fro, until you want it. Then for the last time, he put him back in there and left him there for a longer time. And this time around, he knew what he wanted. By the time he brought him up, he asked him, "What do you want, young man?" The young man said, "Grasping, I want air." Air. While he was coughing, Socrates turned and said, "Yes, you want air. When you want knowledge as much as you just wanted air, then you will get knowledge. If you don't want it so bad, you can't get it." The reason we're still seated and doing nothing is because you've not been galvanized. You don't have the passion. If you want it so bad, so bad, I don't know how else to describe it. If you want it enough, if you want it so bad, you will get it. We do not want it so bad. That's why we have not got it. Why we have not gotten it. The only way you can achieve anything of significance is to really want it. It is passion that provides that. Passion increases willpower. Passion increases willpower. John talked about his time as a motivational speaker. How he tried to talk to people about, telling them about how passionate he is about his own affairs. And he found out that people were not responding because he was sharing his own passion. The only time people started to respond was when he started to motivate them concerning their own passion. Does that not tell you that my passion may not be your passion? And that your passion may not excite me? Does not mean that my passion is nothing. That we all need to respect each other's passion. What I want so bad may not be what you want so bad. But you can bring what you want so bad to the table, and I bring what I want so bad to the table. And we fuse it to become so powerful. He changed his focus, he said. Instead of sharing his own passion, he said he started to help others discover their passion. And to do that, these are the 3 questions he asked. He will always ask. What do you sing about? What do you cry about? And what do you dream about? What do you sing about? There are things that make you sing. You win a lottery now, you will sing. There are things that make us sing. What do you cry about? What hurts you? What's that thing that is painful to you? What do you dream about? What are you looking forward to? What is that thing that will fulfill you? The first 2, he said, speaks or touches the deep level of today. Talks about now, today. But what you dream about speaks to the future. Which one would you rather walk towards? Which one would you rather push your passion to make sure that you get what you want? Passion puts a stop to procrastination. Passion shouts, "Do it now." The secret to willpower is what someone calls want power. The secret to willpower is what someone calls want power. While everybody can possess passion, not everyone takes the time to discover it. And that's a shame, a big one. Passion is fuel for the will. Passion turns your have-tos to want-tos. What we accomplish in life is based less on what we want and more on how much we want it. How much do you want it? How much do you want it? If you don't want it enough, you can't get it. If you don't want it enough, you can't get it. People who want something enough usually find the willpower to achieve it. They find a way to win. They find a way to win. You can't help people become winners unless they want to win. Champions become champions because that is the champion, and the champions become champions from within, not from without. They become champions from within, not from without. It is not about the external things. It's about what they want from the inside. How much do you want it? How much do you want to win? How much do you want your talent to thrive? How much do you want your talent to grow? How much do you want your talent to become what it is supposed to be? Passion produces energy. Remember, we talked about it earlier. Passion energizes. That it is passion that galvanizes you, that lights that fire for you to go the extra mile. When you have passion, you become energized. When you don't have to produce perseverance. No, you don't have to produce perseverance. It is naturally present in a passionate person. Because you want to win. No going back. Even if you fall right now, because you're passionate. That's why, how many times did is it Thomas Edison? How many times did he try to create the light bulb? How many times? Do you know why? He was passionate about bringing something useful to the world. Even if you tried him, even if I don't know how many times, even if he tried the 500th time, he would have still continued. Thank God he stopped at a time because he got it. You can't stop a passionate man. You cannot contain anyone who is passionate. The reason we are still confined and contained, from all I can see, is because most of us are not passionate. Passion produces energy. It helps you to enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. Passion helps you enjoy the journey as much as reaching the destination. Without passion, achievement becomes a long and difficult road. It is passion. It is passion that helps you stay the course. John Maxwell said in one of his sessions at a conference, someone asked him, "What is the secret of your passion?" And I think it's important we highlight that. He said it took him only a moment to articulate what I'm going to reel out. Number one, I am gifted at what I do. Strength zone. What I do makes a difference. Result. When I do what I was made to do, I feel most alive. Purpose. When you deploy your passion in your strength zone, you will definitely get results. Your purpose will not be relegated. So when you're deploying your passion, always ask yourself, am I gifted in what I'm doing? Am I in my strength zone? All the while that I've been doing this, have I been getting results? Am I in purpose? Norman Cousins said this: death isn't the greatest loss in life. He said the greatest loss is what dies inside of you while you're still living. Death is not the greatest loss in life, but what dies inside of you while you still live. Without passion, a part of us becomes dead. Without passion, a part of us dies. Do you want to be like the young man who on his tomb was written, buried at 60, died at 30? Which means he wasted 30 years on earth. Or probably wasted the 60 years doing nothing. Because even the first 30 years, there was nothing significant written about him. The only thing that is significant about him is that he's now an example to others. Unfortunately, he didn't achieve what he came on earth to achieve. Don't allow that to happen to you. Rather, let's continue. And when we continue, let Reuben be our example, who even at over 60, he's still running because his passion is still on. The fuel is still there. Passion is the foundation for excellence. Where you are today is a function of the things you are passionate about. Passion is a transformer. Passion can transform someone from average to excellent. Passion can transform someone from average to excellent. He said he can tell us that from experience, and I can see it from his life. When he was in what we call primary school, right? When he was in high school, he said he had his priorities. He had things lined up that he liked. First, he loved basketball, friends, then his education. He never liked anything about his school. He wasn't passionate about it. And guess what? He was always making the principal's list. And you know that's not good. But when he went to college, it all changed because they started to bring in topics that he loved, topics like communication. And that's what he still does till today. And he made the dean's list for the good. Passion is a foundation for excellence. And today we can stand here and read this book because he was passionate about communication and about getting others, getting us to be better around the world. Discover purpose, and you will discover passion. The reason most of us may not be passionate is because we have not discovered purpose. And to that light, I just want to tell, if you're here or you're online, I attended a university called Purpose University. One of the reasons I can stand here and talk to you is because I have attended, and I am better. If you want to be able to deploy your passion directly to your purpose, or if you want to find your purpose so you can be sure you're deploying your passion in the right direction, then you will want as quickly as possible to join Purpose University. When you find passion, it energizes your talent so you can achieve excellence. Passion is the key to success. Every great and commanding movement in the annals of the world is the triumph of enthusiasm. Anyone who is passionate, anyone who wants to succeed must first of all be passionate, because passion will quicken that enthusiasm in you. When you're enthusiastic, you can't be stopped. Even when they tell you there's a hole there, you will tell them when I get there, because you don't want anyone to stop you from getting it done. The most talented people aren't always the ones who win. Check it out. Where I work, some of the staff will boast of how many certificates they have. Yes. And I always tell myself and every other person something. I said, the owner of this organization does not have as much certificate as you have. But he employs the highest number of this whatever. He makes boasts that he employs the highest number of first-class graduates and the highest number of icon holders. Yet, he doesn't have it, but he employs all of us. So who's the boss? What puts him at the top is the fact that he decided, I want a change in this industry. When you have a mission and you have a passion, you cannot be stopped. You cannot be stopped. It is not about how much talent you have. It is not the people who have the most talent that always win, but those who have talent and passion put together. Passion makes a person contagious. Passion makes a person contagious. Eleanor Dorn remarked, you cannot kindle a fire in any other heart until it is burning within your heart. Don't tell me to do something when you've not had a taste of it. Don't tell me. I can only teach you the things I'm passionate about. I can only talk about the things I'm passionate about. If you ask me to talk about, no, tell me to talk about engineering. You will floor me because I do not know anything about it. And it doesn't, it doesn't do anything to me. I don't even like it. Does not mean it's not useful. Without engineering, at least the building tech, I won't be here. But I'm not passionate about it. And so I cannot stand and talk about engineering. No, I cannot. If it's not burning in your heart, please, don't talk about it. People are instructed by reason, but they are inspired by passion. If you're passionate about it, then come along. Light the fire. We'll see the light and we'll come. How do you build passion? How do you fire up your passion? 1, prioritize your life according to your passion. If you have passion and you lack priority, you lack priorities, you will waste your passion. You will just disperse it. You will diffuse it. If you know your priorities and you don't have passion, that doesn't work neither. Because you can't light it up. The only thing that works is that you bring your passion. You know your priorities and you marry them. Then change will happen. Then what happens? Change. Fulfillment will follow it. There are many things that will catch my eye. Please listen to this. It is one thing you need to hear. There are many things that will catch my eye, but there are only a few that catch my heart. It is those I consider to pursue. That's a quote by Tim Redmond. So many things will catch your eyes. So many. Don't be Jack. Don't follow everything you see. But if it draws your heart and catches your heart, don't hesitate. Fight, work to maintain the alignment between priorities and passion. Fight, work as much as you can to maintain the alignment between priorities and passion. Prioritizing your life according to your passion can be risky. It is not an easy road. It isn't. It isn't. But I have just one question for you. Would you rather live with the pain of risk or the pain of regret? Which one? Would you rather live with the pain of risk or the pain of regret? Which one? Food for thought. Protect your passion. Protect your passion. You know that fire requires you to help it burn. You know that, right? Okay, let's go this way. You have fireworks, right? You've seen fireworks. Does it just start going off? It doesn't until you do what? Light it up. Your fire can go out if you do nothing about it. That's the bottom line. Your fire can go out if you do nothing about it. Not everyone in your life will help you keep the fire of your passion alive. John C. Maxwell highlighted two sets of people: the firefighters and the firelighters. The firefighters are those who will do all that they can to put out your fire. When you hear things like, it's not in the budget, that's not practical, it's never been done. I don't know how to speak Yoruba, but you hear things like, Banshan Sheni. It will never work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're not smart enough, you're not talented enough, you're not good enough, you're not everything enough. You're not good for your wife, you're not good for your husband, you're not good for anything. But God created you. Who do you think you are? Those are the kind of things you hear. Who gave you the impetus? Those are the firefighters. They try to put out fire when it's not burning. And then the firelighters. Those who make the environment of your talent conducive. And sometimes not conducive because they will put fire in you. Remember, they are the ones who help the fire burn. They will tell you where to live, where to go to make sure that your talent doesn't die, so that your passion will keep burning. These firefighters focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. They always find the cloud that comes with a silver lining. All the time. They resist change. They keep people from reaching their potential by trying to put out the fire of their passion. What are you supposed to do? Stay away. Stay away from such people. Spend more time with people who see you not just as you are, but as you could be. They see what you can become. They see your future. They encourage your dreams. They ignite your passion. Pursue your passion with everything you've got. Pursue your passion with everything you've got. Be responsible. If I want to put it another way, be responsible. Run your race. Be responsible. Pursue your passion. Is action. Pursue. When you're pursuing something, what do? Do you stay in a place? No. You move. You run. Be responsible for your talent. Be responsible for your passion. What do you want to accomplish in your lifetime? If you really, really believe in your dream, you'll get there. But you have to have passion and total commitment to make it happen. When you have passion and commitment, you don't need a complex plan. When you have passion and commitment, you don't need a complex plan. Your plan is your life. Is your dream. That's your plan. Because a lot of us have been planning. We've been so planning. We have called committees. We are still planning. The plan has not finished. We are still planning. By December 2021, some people will still be planning. I'm trying to put a plan together. Passion is more important than a plan. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. What are you gunning for? How do you want to focus your energy? On survival, success, or significance? Which one? A lot of us are still in that stage of survival. I can't keep myself. I can't keep myself. I better go. Now, from this work, I take feed my children. Oh. Survival. Survival. We live in a time and place with too many opportunities for survival alone. Survival is everywhere. Get a job, keep a job. Remain on the job. And there's more to life than mere success. We need to dream big. Passionate people dream big. We need to adopt the perspective of someone like playwright George Bernard Shaw. Let me read to you what he wrote. I am convinced that my life belongs to the whole community. And as long as I live, it will be my privilege to do for it whatever I can. For the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in the life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I got hold of for a moment. And I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before turning it over to future generation. Is that your plan? Passionate people leave legacy. Your passion has the potential to provide you energy far beyond the limitations of your talent. In the end, you will be remembered for your passion. It is what will energize you. It is what will energize your talent. It is what will empower you to make your mark. Remember, I've been talking about legacy as I went through this chapter. It's all about legacy, the mark you make, the mark you leave. Passionate people are productive people. Don't forget that change will be risky. No doubt. But put it at the back of your mind. Or in the front burner of your heart, better still. Would you rather live with the pain of a risk or the pain of a regret? Ask yourself that question. And ask yourself again, what makes you sing? What makes you cry? And what makes you dream? What do you sing about? What do you cry about? And what do you dream about? My prayer is that God will help us to remember that no one can be passionate on your behalf. Be responsible. Thank you.